So those of you that have been watching me for the past couple of years know that touristy things is the opposite of what I'm all about. But they have these sightseeing tour buses in cities all over the world, so I was interested to see Beirut's take on the city sightseeing tour. Bom dia família, o sabah al-khair ya ailti. So today I'm going to be taking the new city sightseeing tour bus all around Beirut. And I'm going to give you guys an in-depth review of whether this sightseeing tour bus is actually worth it or not worth it. So buying the ticket was pretty straightforward. You can go online and book it. The one issue though that I had is you're required to print out the ticket. There are vendors throughout the city and you can get the ticket from any one of the vendors. So while they do make it easy to buy it online, you still have to go to one of these vendors and have them print it out for you. Not that bad. When you buy your ticket, they give you food vouchers. They also give you entrance to the National Museum, which is pretty cool. I paid around $30 for a 24-hour bus tour, which means it's a hop on, hop off type of bus. You can get off anytime and get back on within a span of 24 hours. So those of you that have been watching me for the past couple of years know that touristy things is the opposite of what I'm all about. But they have these sightseeing tour buses in cities all over the world, and I've done it a couple times. I did one in Edinburgh, and it's an amazing way to see the city. So I was interested to see Beirut's take on the city sightseeing tour. So far, it's been very pleasant, very comfortable. There's USB chargers. They've got audio in multiple languages. You're sitting in the shade. It's air conditioned downstairs. It's a great time so far. So far we've done 10 of the 15 stops. We're just now pulling into downtown, Martyr Square, Jamaica, and then we're gonna go back to Ashrafia. I would say so far this is definitely worth it. You really get to see all of the city, and it drops you off at all the main historical points. On a beautiful day, this is definitely worth 30 bucks. Alright, so that was the city tour bus. I've heard that every 30 to 40 minutes they've got another bus. I'm gonna run back home, grab my editing stuff, and try and get on another one of these. So we'll see if it's actually 30 minutes or not. Well, I fell asleep and the bus stops going at 5, so not gonna catch that bus. So that's the downside. I think bus tours should be open a little bit later. I think driving around a city at night is actually really cool. So the overall take on the city sightseeing tour bus Beirut. It was relatively easy to find and figure out how to get a ticket. I felt that the places that it took us were pretty much the top spots to see here in Beirut. It could have been more extensive. We didn't go into Jamaica, we didn't go into Man Mikhail or Burj Hamoud, so it could have been a little more extensive, but definitely the places that we went were the top spots to see. Solid itinerary. I didn't time it for you guys, but the amount of time spent on the bus was actually perfect. And it seemed easy enough to hop on and off. I saw a bunch of people doing it, so Now they have a whole bunch of different options. There's one for like 48 hours, there's a walking tour. I can only speak to the 24-hour bus tour. That's the only one I can speak to, but City Sightseeing Bus Tour Beirut, worth it. So if you are planning to come to Beirut and wondering about this tour, I'd say go for it. I think it's worth 30 bucks. All right, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys like this review of City Sightseeing Bus Tour. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you already haven't. And I will see you guys tomorrow in Beirut, Lebanon. I love you. Boa noite. تصبح الخير.